We're back with more Nerd Radio.
Roger me, will call me, anything. Hello, Earth.
And now, back to the nerds.
Welcome back to Nerd Radio, wherever you get your podcast as part of the BPod Studios Network on social media, Nerd Radio 101, and live on Twitch, Wednesday afternoons, 11:30. Rob, LiefeldFeet.com.
That is correct.
That's the right one? Okay, I got it.
There's no Kleenex in this room. This better be the quickest segment we've ever done.
Uh-oh. Okay. So, some video game news that's coming out. We just got, for the Nintendo 64 on the Switch last week, the Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask.
Oh, nice.
And they're already dropping this month's Nintendo 64 game.
What is it?
Coming up next week, F-Zero X.
Oh, I was never into F-Zero.
Yeah, well, another racing game.
How much extra is the Nintendo 64 add-on for the Switch?
I think it's from like $30 a year to 60 or 70. But you get the Animal Crossing DLC, you get that Mario Kart DLC.
Oh, that's right. I forgot you get the Mario Kart DLC. That's already $25.
Yeah, you get the Sega Genesis.
What if I can cancel and just do that? And
You can just update. That's what I did.
yeah, because I signed up for the pre-order.
Just sign up for cancel
And
the.
and they sent me a warning like, hey, you're about to get charged in like a week or two. And I'm like, oh, I don't know if I want to get charged. But
Right.
I want to play I actually started playing Mario Kart again just so I could get
You
some
brush
practice
up?
in. Yeah.
You guys talk video games. I have to run to the bathroom.
Okay.
I think he's trying to get his hands on that lasagna.
He's getting.
Bring us some lasagna, Al.
He's getting a
gotta
head start.
Get out of here. He's got a runny nose. He's either got to take a deuce or he's got some sort of message about where the lasagna is.
Right. Yes. Instead, I
That
thought I heard
lasagna
his.
smells so good.
I thought
Oh
I
my
heard his
God.
phone go off. It's the Lasagnacast this
Oh my
week.
God.
I know you played some Halo Infinite, and I remember
Yeah.
talking to you. You were like, "When's the co-op coming out?"
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, it's been held off, and it won't arrive with the season 2 stuff in May.
So we're
it
still in
won't be-
season 1 good because
Yeah.
I paid $50. I got a whole bunch of crap for this first season battle pass.
Yeah.
And then I stopped playing it completely.
Yeah, that's always the worst.
I stopped. I'm like, whatever, Halo. I've been having so much fun playing Halo. I'm gonna buy the battle pass. Yeah, give me all the extra stuff. Yeah, give me all these additional levels to unlock.
Right.
And then like, boop. Okay, I'm gonna go play Apex Legends now.
I'm good. I'm gonna try this other game.
Let me try Apex Legends. What do I spent all this money here on Halo. I'm gonna play this free to play game that I tried playing before, and I'm playing that.
I did sit down last week and grab another game off of Game Pass and try it out. It's called Death's Door.
Death's Door, okay.
Yeah, it's kind of like Legend of Zelda, but you play this raven with a scythe, and you're supposed to be like reaping souls.
Death's Door, Killer Maniac, one of the guys in my gaming community has been playing that.
It's real pretty.
Yeah.
It's like it handles real well. It's real good.
That's funny.
I enjoyed it.
Death's Door, I was picturing like you have to go to like Satan's house, or you have to go to like the Grim Reaper's house and knock on the door and run. You know, then you have to hide. So then it's like the Grim Reaper's looking for you, but you gotta make sure you can hide out.
Yeah,
it's
a first person. It's not dine and dash. What is that? Knocking and.
Yeah, it's the only term I know for it is offensive, so I don't want to. Oh, Ding Dong Ditch. There we go.
There it is.
That's
It's
the
Ding
other.
Dong Ditch. Yeah.
Yeah, because the other one, I was like, I can't call it that, and I haven't called it that since I was like a young child.
Right. So let me look for here. Oh, Elon Musk is working on making Steam video games work in Teslas.
Teslas. You know what, Elon? Maybe work on the autopilot. Man.
What the hell?
Maybe stop killing people with the autopilot instead of worrying about what video games drivers can play when they're driving your Teslas. Maybe fix the stuff that's killing people.
Yeah, first of all, I don't want to autopilot my car.
Yeah.
That just sounds like a disaster waiting hand. But second of all, you're going to allow me to log into Steam
Al's
on
got
the
marinara
screen
all
of my
over
car?
His lips. I see that marinara on your mouth, Al. You got it in your beard. You found the lasagna, didn't you?
Oh my God! I
Son
had
of a bitch.
That was the worst I've ever had to blow my nose in my life. I feel, but it was to a point where if you tried to stop me from excusing myself during the show, I was going to quit. I was just, I would have. Well,
You were
see you
really hoping for that, weren't you?
yeah. I have seen this story already, so I can join in on this. What scares the hell out of me, driving, I don't know, driving is so dangerous, right?
Yes.
And people are don't seem to realize that, and they drive like a-holes all the time.
Yeah.
I am a fan of the idea of autonomous cars when it's ready. It's not there yet. You know, and even, even Tesla, who was like the leading company on that technology, it's not even close to there yet. So why are you going to introduce this into the car now? Down the road, absolutely. Like when all the cars are just like,
That's
push
the thing.
go.
I feel like it's an on or off switch. Like either everyone's cars are autonomous or no one's cars are autonomous. Like doing it halfway sounds horrible because the computers are, because like you said, we drive like a-holes.
Yeah.
And the computers aren't going to be prepared for us to drive like a-holes.
Yeah. Yeah. No, they need to be to the point where they're all autonomous and they're communicating with each other to the point where my car knows your car is going to be merging in like 4 minutes.
Yes.
So it needs to make some preparations or whatever. And it's ready for it 4 minutes later when our cars meet on the road.
Can we just call it public transit and funnel all the money into making all the cars autonomous?
That would be great, but I don't think it's ever going to happen.
Because it's going to be a better I don't think it's going to happen in our lifetimes. That's for sure.
Yeah. I mean, for rich people who can afford it, having something like this in the back seat's cool. Like that's
in the back seat.
That's a really cool idea for the back seat.
Yeah,
like the old.
Don't put it like this picture. Don't put it next to the steering wheel.
But no, like the old minivans that would have the screens that came down. And the kids could watch DVDs or whatever. Like
right.
Great idea for that. But no, don't even give people the option because we can't stay off our phones already.
No,
you know what I mean? Like we already have too many options that aren't built into the thing, and you're just encouraging
distracted driving.
Exactly.
Yeah. And plus, like, hey, the government just made you take away the fart sound effects from your horn. What are they
True.
going to do? What's the government going to do when they find out you can play, The Witcher while you're driving into work on your morning?
Right.
And frankly, it disappoints me because I'm a fan of things that Elon Musk tends to be doing as long as we don't find out down the road he really is an evil genius, But like for the most part, at face value, I'm really a fan of the things that I see him do.
At least he's putting his money into helping us instead of just like getting a big bat suit and then beating up.
Right. And like I said,
a big bat suit would be pretty cool.
The man, right? I mean, and the man.
Only he gets it though.
The man looks like a supervillain. He really does. So like, hopefully, it doesn't turn out to be one down the road. But,
right.
So that's like it almost disappoints me that they're trying to roll this out because it's like, it's not. It's going to cause problems. Like work on the self-driving thing first.
Right.
Make sure that's perfected, and then start giving us a video game console in the front seat.
So a dude shattered the world record for Frogger at over 1 million points and posted the video online.
Was it George Costanza?
It was not, unfortunately.
Oh, man.
But I mean, we all have a little bit of experience with Frogger. How long do you think it took him
to earn 1 million?
To get 1 million points and beat the world record.
Wow. I mean, obviously hours.
Hours, yes.
2 days. 40. I'm going to say 43 hours.
43 hours?
15 minutes.
You're a little high.
Oh, never mind then.
Actually, you're a lot high.
I was going to say 20 hours.
20 hours? Try, here's the video here. 7.5. 7.5 hours of constant Frogger play.
I mean, that is a lot. Still.
It says, It
doesn't sound like much when we guessed 43 and 20.
Certainly doesn't. But
I guess you get more points than I thought you did for jumping on the turtlebacks.
Right. But yeah, he the previous record was 970,440, and he has now set the record at 1,356,520.
Looks like he places a frog on the lily pads where they need to go in less than a minute each time. He's looking at about 40.
Yeah, because he's really fast.
35 to 50
I fast forwarded
seconds.
because, like Pac-Man just gets faster and faster and faster. So I was like, man, after you've been playing Frogger for 3 hours, how fast is it? Not very fast at all.
Yeah, wait.
It's just a game of attrition.
How are those cars not moving faster?
Yeah. No, they just, it stays the same speed, and it's just a matter of can you keep it up? Like I think the timer gets shorter and shorter because he's got like 30 seconds to get it in there, 47 seconds.
I feel like he's playing a different version of Frogger than what I'm used to.
Right. It's pretty cool though. What else we got?
Is it Chuck?
It's pretty cool.
Is it?
I think it's pretty cool. That Gotham Knights game where you play everyone except Batman has a release date in October now.
Cool.
It's the game where you're gonna have 4 people.
So I can be Batgirl.
You can be Batgirl, Red Hood, Nightwing, or Robin.
Now, do the Batsuits have nipples?
They look like they do not.
Okay.
But it'll be coming out October 25th.
Batgirl, you're out. Nightwing, you're in.
So we've talked about itch.io before. It's a website where they do a lot of independent games and all sorts of like tabletop stuff.
Were they doing the raising money for the Black Lives Matters movement?
They were, yeah. And they had that bundle that you could get a whole bunch of
whole bunch of these games that I've never played.
Well, they've got a bundle right now for the Ukraine that you for a minimum deposit or donation of $10, you get 991 different things on itch.io, including Skatebird. Skatebird's part of it. Backbone, which I haven't played yet, is in there. Baba is you. Crosscode.
Skateboard, you were playing that one for a little while, weren't you, Chuck?
Yeah, I've been playing it over Xbox Game Pass.
Yeah.
So the opportunity to just own a copy is pretty good. Because I did find out, even if you downloaded a game, once it's off Game Pass, you have no access to it.
No, it's gone.
No, it's gone. You just got to delete what you've got there.
Oh, that's like the PlayStation
It's
Now.
like PlayStation Now, yeah.
Yeah, same thing over there. And like some of the like really cool games are like, holy crap, I can't believe that's on there.
Yeah.
It seems to be on there for like a week.
They have slowly rolled out the Final Fantasy 13 games, because there was 3 of them on Xbox Game Pass, and I'm scared to play anything that's that long on Game Pass.
It's it might disappear.
Yeah, I'll be like 20, 23 hours in, and they'll be like, well, now you got to buy it. I'm like, oh, no.
I will say this, though. As long as there is the option to purchase it.
There is.
Because if you're having that good of a time and you're 20 hours into it,
yeah,
and then they decide to pull it down, at least you have the option to be like, well, I do want to finish it.
Right.
So you could go ahead and buy it.
Yeah, and you know, once again, it's a first world problem to be like, oh, I paid for the subscription service and now I don't have access to it, so I have to actually buy the thing. Oh no,
it still sucks though.
But
yeah, the first world problem, but still, it's a valid complaint.
But yeah, if you want to have more content on itch.io than you will ever, this is the third one of these bundles that like, yeah, this is good for a good cause. I'm in.
Is it all bundled up different games, or is it the same games each time?
I think there's a lot of overlap.
Okay.
Because
I wonder what's new compared to what I have when I supported the Black Lives Matters.
Right. And it's weird because the way Itch is set up, like you can't just look at like your Steam page or your PlayStation where you're like, here's all the games I own.
It's randomly, some of them are alphabetized. Like it's hard to find stuff.
You have to click on the bundle and then there's like 37 pages of what's in the bundle
and
on
you
there.
See a game and you're like, oh, that looks interesting. They got to click it and then, oh, that's not a game for me. And you go, yeah.
Yeah, because there was a couple of things that I'm like, that sounds cool. And then I clicked on it, I was like, oh, it's a book.
Yep.
It's a PDF of a book. Well, I didn't get here to read. I want to play a stupid indie game.
Bet you anything, Chuck's not going to buy the support Serena Williams
bundle.
Here
we go.
I totally would. Also, while we're talking,
because he thinks he'd buy it because he's assuming it's supporting trolling Serena Williams.
No, that's not it.
He'd buy it just to delete it.
I love women's. While we're talking about itch.io too, I saw this over the weekend. Have you guys ever seen the Californication video?
A long time ago.
Yeah.
So it looks kind of like a PlayStation 2 game.
Yeah, like old school, kind of like Grand Theft Auto 3.
Oh, yeah. And a Red Hot Chili Peppers fan wanted to play that game so badly that he created it and put it on itch.io.
What's the object of it? Of the game.
There's a bunch of different levels where you play as each of the members of the Chili Peppers. There's a snowboarding level.
Please tell me Flea's naked with just a sock over his wiener.
Race car. No, they're all wearing pants just like they are in the video.
They're
not wearing shirts, but they're all wearing pants. And there's a level where you're running through a city. There's a car driving level. It looks very Crash Bandicoot. But the thing that's fascinating about it is he knew that, like, okay, if I'm going to play the game, I want to listen to the song while I'm playing the game, but obviously I don't own the song. So what he did was put a button in the game that will open up the video on YouTube in the background while you're playing the game.
That's smart.
So you can listen to it, and you're still giving the Chili Peppers a YouTube click while you're doing it.
Gotcha. It's kind of like how we do Midnight Metal on Demand.
Exactly.
I should just sing the song and be like, hey, here, just put my version up. Put it in the game for free. You can have it for free.
It's all
Dream of Californication. That's the only lines from the song I know.
That's the only thing you got?
Yeah.
All right, I've got one last story for you guys because I needed to share this with James, and that is they revealed Street Fighter 6 a couple of weeks ago.
Is that what the big Capcom countdown thing was?
Yes.
Okay.
They revealed that they're doing Street Fighter 6, and in the video, you could see a fairly accurate outline of Ryu's penis.
Really? Is Ryu hung?
It certainly appears that way. Let me put the video on.
Show me that wiener.
Let me put the video on in the background for you, and you can...
Get it up, Chuck. Let me see that wiener.
All right, so here you go. This is the
Ken's
YouTube
going to be so
video.
jealous.
And you could it's showing off that, you know, the graphic. Look how thick he is. He looks like friggin' Adam Driver in Star Wars. But if you get that scene right there, where it's like a crotch level view, right in here, it looks like the view of his flaccid genitalia.
I got excited there for a second because I thought this one shadow. I didn't realize there was a shadow from his belt. I was like, oh my God. He's hung like a donkey, man. He's going to be donkey kicking somebody and not with his feet.
Right. But yeah, so Street Fighter
Who's
6.
the bro dude? Who's like the dude from like the Jersey Shore that's about to challenge my boy?
I think it's a new character. Let's see. Recent Street Fighter 6 reveal of the protagonists. 39-second showcasing what we assume is the game's upcoming realistic visuals. Luke is the guy's name. And according to this...
It looks like a Luke.
Yeah.
Fist pumping Luke.
Right.
Maybe that's like his finishing move.
But
Street Fighter doesn't have like finishing moves. That's just Mortal Kombat, right?
Yeah, it's just Mortal Kombat had the fatalities and
yeah.
and
So
all
Street
that
Fighter
stuff.
just has like the dramatic ending, like once you knock your opponent out,
Right.
In this like slow motion.
They
and then
would
you do, like, a
Street
weird
Fighter has
pose.
added in the years, like as you get hit, the meter at the bottom goes up, and then you can do a super move.
Okay.
But it's not like a finisher. It does a ton of damage. But you know, if you pull it out, like I said, you can getting the crap beat out of you. You can level the playing field by hitting the super move.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was never big into like the Street Fighter games, other than like the first one, like or maybe Super Street Fighter 2.
Yeah.
Whatever one you could play on the Super Nintendo.
Oh yeah.
We'd spend hours at my buddy's house playing the crap out of that game.
Yeah, same
Trying
here.
to see up Chun-Li's skirt too.
I think that might be one of the first games that I got when it came out, like as soon as it came out.
Like
Went to
day
the store
one?
and bought it.
Yeah.
And then we played the hell out of it because
Like if they had midnight lineups, you would have been there. At
I'd have
midnight?
been there. Yeah, I'd have been standing in front of a Montgomery Ward's.
Oh, Montgomery Ward's. There's a throwback. We used to, Montgomery Ward's, when my parents would shop there, they'd bring me and my sister along.
Yeah.
Do you know how much time I spent playing their Super Nintendo on display?
Oh yeah.
That's like that was my first fix of like Super Mario World.
There was, for the longest time, the only way I got to play Sega Genesis was at Sears.
That's hilarious.
I would just play Kid Chameleon on the Genesis at Sears or Altered Beast.
That's funny because that was the only way I got to play Super Nintendo was
Yep.
going to Montgomery Ward's, but I could only play Mario.
I think I told the story on the show before. The when we finally got a Sega Genesis, it was because on Thanksgiving we went over to my uncle's house and he always had all the new stuff and played the NHL, I think 92. NHL Hockey 92, and he was so pleased because he beat the crap out of me at it because I was the kid that was good at video games.
Yeah.
So my dad, between Thanksgiving and Christmas, got a Genesis and NHL so I could practice and beat the piss out of him on
That's
Christmas.
awesome. Oh man.
Just because he wanted to see his little brother get the crap beat out of him
That's great.
at NHL.
Sibling rivalries.
Yep. All right. Well, that's all I got for this week's Nerd Radio, guys.
Thanks
for
Christ.
I'm glad we
for
ended it
coming
on
in.
Ryu's big old wing wang.
I thought that would be a good place
Yeah.
to end it.
Yeah, ended in a hot spot.
There you go. We'll be back in 2 weeks. You guys have a good week off. When we come back, Al will have seen the Batman, so expect a spoiler-heavy. Probably. Let's expect a spoiler-heavy conversation about that and more. And have a good one. I will talk to you guys Monday night as far as Twitch goes for the One Fall Show recording session. Until then, take care.
Difficult situation here. I mean, after all, you're nerds.
This Transformer is cool.
Have a great weekend.
See you later, nerds.
The future's stupid, guys. I'm sorry, but it is.
I have spoken.